All right, hi guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday, April 15th. Today we are going to be focusing on food webs and food chains. Before we get into the beginning of the lesson, just a couple things to remind you. Again, you have a lesson every single day. They're all posted on Google Classroom. The Monday and Thursday lessons are posted on Mondays, and the Friday lessons will be posted Friday morning, and all of your assignments are due by Friday at 1 p.m. Hopefully, right now you're starting to kind of figure out what the best schedule is for you, whether you're someone that has to log in every single day to keep track of their work, or you're someone who just sits and kind of completes as much as they can in one day, maybe has a day off and then comes back. But hopefully you're figuring out what schedule works best for you. Again, here is all my contact information. I'm not going to read it all to you. Just know that it is all here. My office hours, again, are from 1:30 to 2:30. You'll pop into a video chat. Over here on the right-hand side is the times for your other teachers. You can come back to this video at any point and pause so you have all this information. Most of this is also on Google Classroom or My Google Classroom also. Okay, underneath your learning target, I asked you a question to tell me the difference between a food chain and a food web. And your answers are: a food chain is one path of energy transfer between organisms. Remember, when you eat something or when an animal eats something, that is a transfer of energy. They're eating that grass so they can get energy. So a food chain is one path between animals. A food web includes all of the food chains in an ecosystem. So we have the tundra ecosystem. All the ways that organisms consume energy or eat something else would be a food web. Okay, for our do now questions, you may need to pause and scroll back up to see if you got these answers right or wrong, or maybe you remember. So what is the definition of a producer, and provide an example? So a producer produces its own food, doesn't need to eat anything to get energy. An example would be any type of plant. So grass, flowers, a tree, a bush, all of those things. What happens to a food web if the producer is damaged or taken away? Why? So in our big food web, if we were to take away the producer, the food web would fall apart because the producers are the main source of energy. They are the beginning. Without these producers, we do not have a food web. What is the purpose of a decomposer? So a decomposer eats the dead plants and animals, and after it does that, it puts the nutrients back into the soil to help the plants continue to grow, which is kind of the cycle of our food web. Okay, I'm going to take us over to your worksheet today just to explain something. So again, you have another short video here. It's an instructional video. That's a cartoon to get you to start remembering these food webs and food chains. I do suggest you take notes on this today, and I'll show you why as I scroll down. But remember, you can pause the video at any point if you need to. So as I scroll down, you'll notice there's a table here. On the left-hand side of your table, first of all, it says don't type here, so don't type anything there. But on the left-hand side, you have 5 vocabulary words: producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and decomposer. And then you have a definition column and an example column. After you watch the video, you're going to type in the definition of each of these words, and then you're going to give me an example of each. So this is where I suggest you take some notes, because in the video above, in this video, it gives you the definitions of all of those vocabulary words, and it provides you with an example. Now, for the examples, you can come up with your own as long as they fit the definition. So you don't have to use the producer example from the video, but it must be an accurate example of a producer. So that's what you're going to be doing in this first part with the video.